Trains are one of the lifebloods for transporting goods in America, but as an ever-present strike looms, it could impact not just those on the railway, but also thousands of truckers as well.
I grew up in a railroad family. My father's been an engineer. He's been on the railroad for 26 years.
Brian Seiner is a conductor for Burlington Northern Santa Fe, and he knows more than most why many rail workers are drawing a line in the sand, demanding higher pay and better benefits.
And there's a reason why there's that average that railroaders typically don't live long after their career, because it's just it beats you up.
Unless an agreement is reached by December 9th, much of the nation's economy that depends on freight transportation would be disrupted. Some estimates say up to $2 billion a day, and that will have a ripple effect.
A rail strike in the short term would be, I guess you could say, it'd be great for trucking.
Tanner Smith is the operations manager with Highball Trucking in Billings. He and others in the trucking industry are bracing for the impact of a rail strike.
There's going to be a lot of extra loads available for trucks to haul, which means, they can justify higher pricing. But we view it as kind of a Band-Aid to a larger problem. Ultimately, the way I understand the rail is that you can get about 5 truckloads on one rail car. So, you're talking a pretty substantial amount of available freight that you're going to need to cover.
Smith admits that the boom in business would be great for trucking companies like his, but says it's a double-edged sword.
Ultimately, it's not a good thing, not only for the local economy, but for, the national economy.
And he points to gas prices as a prime example.
A lot of that refinery that comes in on bulk rail from even out of the country, from up in Canada, we process a lot of that oil in Billings and Laurel. And so, a strike, if that's not flowing in or they're having to truck it in, it's going to get a lot more expensive, and you're going to see it almost immediately at the pumps.
Both he and Seiner are hopeful the deal reached Wednesday will be approved by the Senate.
To me, it's simple fixes for their biggest issues on their end, but they just aren't willing to negotiate with us on that. And, that's just kind of where we're at right now.
In Billings, Phil Van Pelt, MTN News.